I woke up in a field hospital with 3 pints of someone else's blood, and I was out.
Emily Blunt sheds light on the prolonged development of Edge of Tomorrow 2, which has been in the works since as early as 2015. Let's delve into what we know. Emily Blunt has elucidated the prolonged delay in advancing plans for Edge of Tomorrow 2, despite initial announcements for the sci-fi sequel dating back to 2015. Based on the Japanese novel All You Need Is to Kill, the 2014 blockbuster starred Blunt alongside Tom Cruise and was directed by Doug Liman. With a global box office tally surpassing $370 million, Cruise had proposed an idea for a sequel as early as 2015, yet the project failed to progress beyond the initial scripting phase. In a recent interview with Deadline, Blunt shared her perspective on the protracted sequel and outlined the reasons for its delay. She emphasized the necessity for the sequel to match the ambition of its predecessor, questioning the potential for further exploration of the first film's time loop concept. Despite these challenges, Blunt expressed her enthusiasm for reprising her role alongside Cruise, highlighting her admiration for his professionalism and camaraderie on set. Blunt's remarks underscore the complexity of crafting a worthy successor to Edge of Tomorrow, a film lauded for its humor and dynamic action sequences. While Liman initially committed to directing the sequel in 2016, it wasn't until 2019 that the script was finalized. Tentatively titled Live, Die, Repeat, and Repeat, the sequel is proposed to blend elements of both a sequel and a prequel, leveraging the concept of time manipulation. However, recent developments have thrown the project into uncertainty. In early 2022, reports emerged suggesting that Warner Bros. Was exploring the possibility of adapting Edge of Tomorrow into a television series, diverting attention from the cinematic sequel. Details regarding the potential series remain scant, with its existence primarily revealed through legal disputes between the studio and the original production company. Amidst the legal complexities and corporate restructurings, the fate of Edge of Tomorrow 2 hangs in the balance. Should Warner Bros. Forego their television adaptation, it may pave the way for Blunt and Cruise to reunite for the much-anticipated sequel, offering hope to fans eager to embark on another time-traveling adventure. For years, the potential for Edge of Tomorrow 2 has been tossed around like a hot potato. Despite the original film not leaving a clear opening for a sequel, there were hints of continuation as Major William Cage completed his mission and found himself thrust back into the past with a brighter outlook on the future. In 2016, Doug Liman committed to directing the sequel, teasing that it would revolutionize how people make sequels by serving as both a sequel and a prequel, according to Collider. The following year, the title Live, Die, Repeat, and Repeat was unveiled, with Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt set to reprise their roles. However, the project hit stumbling blocks, primarily due to the busy schedules of Blunt, Cruise, and Liman. Tom Cruise's recent deal with Warner Bros. Could potentially resolve the scheduling conflicts that have plagued Edge of Tomorrow 2. If Blunt and Liman remain on board, there may finally be a light at the end of the tunnel for Live, Die, Repeat, and Repeat as it inches closer to breaking free from the clutches of pre-production limbo. It's not to be blunt, but there's an intriguing possibility that Christopher Nolan could direct the sequel to Edge of Tomorrow, which could potentially help resolve any reported feud between him and Tom Cruise. Rumors of tension between the two arose during the 2023 summer blockbuster season when there was competition for IMAX screens. Cruise was reportedly dissatisfied that his film Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1 had a short run on IMAX screens due to Nolan's Oppenheimer taking over. While the specifics of their disagreement remain uncertain, collaborating on Edge of Tomorrow 2 could offer both men a chance to move past any lingering issues and focus on creating something extraordinary together. On the other hand, Christopher Nolan is known for his penchant for creating expansive movies. However, Emily Blunt has raised concerns about the feasibility of making Edge of Tomorrow 2, suggesting that the project might be too costly. Blunt, who starred alongside Tom Cruise in the original 2014 film based on the manga All You Need Is Kill, expressed uncertainty about the sequel's prospects during an appearance on The Howard Stern Show. She emphasized the potential financial challenges associated with bringing the film to fruition. Blunt pointed out that the movie's production could be prohibitively expensive, casting doubt on how it could be achieved. Given the initial lukewarm reception of Edge of Tomorrow at the box office, which eventually grossed $370 million worldwide against a $178 million production budget, financing a sequel may present significant hurdles. Additionally, the schedules of both lead actors, particularly Cruise's, could pose logistical challenges, especially considering his upcoming commitments. Despite these obstacles, the prospect of Edge of Tomorrow 2 remains intriguing, with director Doug Liman suggesting that the sequel would adopt a smaller, more character-driven approach. While budget concerns persist, Liman's vision for the sequel offers promise for a continuation of the smart sci-fi adventure that captivated audiences with its unique blend of Groundhog Day-inspired time loops and alien invasion thrills. Nonetheless, Blunt's remarks imply that the sequel's future remains uncertain and may ultimately depend on overcoming various logistical and financial challenges. In the upcoming Edge of Tomorrow 2, director Doug Liman promises that Tom Cruise's character, Bill Cage, will undergo a significant transformation, evolving into a full-fledged hero. In the original film, Cruise portrayed a somewhat cowardly military bureaucrat who is forced to develop his survival skills in a time loop scenario where he repeatedly fights invading aliens. Despite his actions ultimately saving the world, Cruise's character did not experience much inner growth throughout the first film. Liman acknowledges this, stating that in the sequel, Cage will have a much more substantial character arc. In the sequel, he has a way better arc. In Live, Die, Repeat, he's basically saving the world because he lives there. He really is just trying to save the girl. He has not necessarily become less of a coward by the end, and he hasn't necessarily become a better person. Liman emphasizes Cruise's character's anti-hero qualities, noting that while these traits are integral to his character, the sequel will offer him a proper arc, providing a more significant opportunity for growth and development. Liman has previously hinted at the sequel's unique narrative, describing it as both a sequel and a prequel, suggesting that it will continue to explore themes of time travel and blur the lines between traditional sequel and prequel structures. Additionally, Liman has teased that the film will revolutionize the way sequels are approached in Hollywood. While the original Edge of Tomorrow received critical acclaim, it did not perform as strongly at the box office as expected. With Edge of Tomorrow 2, Cruise will be hoping for a more enthusiastic response from audiences, especially with the promise of his character's more heroic arc in the sequel. The original Edge of Tomorrow, also known as Live, Die, Repeat, introduced audiences to a thrilling and innovative sci-fi action experience. However, despite its positive reception, the film didn't achieve the blockbuster success that some anticipated. Nonetheless, Tom Cruise remains a formidable force in the industry, particularly with the ongoing success of his Mission Impossible franchise. With Edge of Tomorrow 2, Cruise and director Doug Liman are aiming to capitalize on the strengths of the original while also delivering a more substantial character journey for Cruise's Bill Cage. Liman's remarks about the sequel, being both a sequel and a prequel, suggest a narrative that will delve deeper into the complexities of time travel and character development. For Cruise, Edge of Tomorrow 2 represents an opportunity to showcase his range as an actor and to reinvigorate interest in the franchise. His commitment to delivering compelling performances, coupled with Liman's visionary direction, suggests that the sequel has the potential to exceed expectations and offer audiences a captivating cinematic experience. As production on Edge of Tomorrow 2 progresses, fans eagerly anticipate seeing how Cruise's character evolves and how the film pushes the boundaries of the sci-fi genre. With promises of a more heroic arc for Cage and innovative storytelling techniques, the sequel has the potential to revolutionize the way sequels are approached in Hollywood. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Your suggestions for future videos are always welcome in the comments below.